All
That's why
right.
he's being so nice, because he wanted to steal you.
So before, we let him get back to his hilarious and insightful Mayweather boxing channel interviews, just Jeff, Pacquiao, Ugas, what's your breakdown? How do you see the fight going down Saturday night?
Well, I mean, I'll be honest, I don't really know much about Ugas, but I know that he got this fight on short notice, but which is great for him in terms of paycheck. But I think that he's gonna come to fight, because every time I have seen him fight, he's fought very hard, and I think that he's gonna bring his best. But I think that Pacquiao's gonna beat him.
You ever have a chance to watch Ugas spar up close out here in Vegas? And
No.
Okay.
Actually, I did see him in the gym once, but I didn't really watch him, because I didn't really know exactly who he was at that time. So I didn't really get a chance to sit there and really analyze him or anything like that. But I think that I just think that Pacquiao has enough to beat him.
How difficult of a fight do you think it'll be for Manny, Jeff?
I think as long as Manny, the one thing that I think that what Manny still has, and which is very, very important, is he still has his foot movement. Mm-hmm. And I think that even if he was fighting Earl Spence, that would even create a problem for Earl as well. And I think that that's going to create problems for Ugas as well. So I just think that Manny's going to basically. It's kind of funny to say Manny going to beat him in a boxing match, and I think that's what he's going to do.
Lastly, Jeff, you and your brother Roger, God bless his soul, you guys knew boxing book front to back.
Yeah.
If this is it for Manny, where does he rank all time, pound for pound amongst Leonard and Robinson and your nephew?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, the one thing is
top 10.
Well, I mean, Manny has to be in the top 10. He has to. But it's one of those things that boxing is basically what people believe, and everybody has their own opinion. So there are some people who are going to say that Manny's probably the greatest ever. Mm-hmm. And there's going to be people like myself who's going to say he can't be the greatest ever because he got his ass whooped by my nephew. So basically, to me, if you got beat by someone, and it wasn't some type of close fight or anything like that. And both of you guys were basically in your prime, even though y'all were both past your prime, but still y'all were in your prime in terms of
still better than everybody else.
Yeah, exactly. Y'all still was the two top guys in the sport. So I think that's something that Manny can never take back, and I mean, it's the same thing with Canelo. I mean, he's crying and making all these accusations about wanting to fight Floyd's been removed from boxing for 4 years now. Mm-hmm. Floyd don't owe you no rematch. He fought you on that night and you lost. Same thing he did with Manny. And so, and Manny's up here crying about the same thing. It's over with.
He wants the rematch. He still wants to this day. Yeah,
even to this day, even if he wins against Ugas, the first thing probably comes out of his mouth is, I want to fight Floyd.
He's still throwing shade at Floyd, talking about Errol's better than Floyd.
Yeah, that's all. That's just trying to be an antagonist and hoping hoping that's going to poke at Floyd, and Floyd will say, oh yeah, get out of here. You lost. Accept it. That's the end of it.
But still top 10, it sounds like, you said.
Yeah, you can't take anything away from him, but I'm not going to give him credit for something that he didn't do.
Right.
Because if this guy beat you, that guy's better than you.
Right.
And you both were in your prime. It wasn't like, it probably happened a little later than it should have.
Yeah.
Still, when it happened, Floyd was still 2 years older than you. Mm-hmm. And so, when the fight happened, Floyd won. So accept it.
Still unification.
And live with it. And accept that as the one guy that has a win over you that continue to beat not just you, but beat everyone.
Right.
So accept it.
Would you put him over Chavez and a Duran? Pacquiao?
Probably so. Uh-huh. Probably so, because he's still done so much. He's done so much from the weight class that he came from to where he is, and still being able to compete on this level as he is today. to beat a prime Keith Thurman, yeah, I mean that's amazing. But that still has nothing to do with getting beat by Floyd. That has to count too.
Thank you, Jeff. And for more awesome shit by Jeff, Mayweather Boxing Channel. Thank you, Jeff.
All right.